Wes, what do you think was the main problem with the three-pointers that they were making for you against you?
Well, some of them we got caught overhelping. And like we talked about before the game, that's, they're going to be a high-volume three-point shooting team. They shoot it with some degree of efficiency. 22 threes, it's a lot. It's tough to overcome. But we knew going in we're going to have to live with some, by loading to Giannis and showing him a crowd. He's going to kick it out. So, some of them I'd live with, and then we got caught once again overhelping probably like 3 or 4 times. Decent job on the glass, but it was a big 3 late, offensive rebound, kick out 3. I think it was a 1-possession game. Minute 30 left. That was a big play.
And what was different for KP after the first quarter, offensively?
I think some of it was a little fatigue. He got some really good looks, and struggled obviously from 3. But I think he did a pretty good job of fighting and battling, being in position, guarding a ton of pick and rolls, the various combinations with us being cross-matched. It takes a toll for a guy to have to kind of process time and time again who's involved, what's my assignment, articulate that on the fly, and for the most part I thought he did a pretty good job with it.
Wes, this is a game I feel like that earlier in the season you have to be really proud of the rebounding you guys did, points in the paint, all of the kind of other categories where you really excelled. Does it feel the same at this point in the season?
No, it doesn't, because you want to come away with these type wins. It's great. He did some really good things. For the most part, held Giannis in check, well below his season average. Obviously, gets to the line 12 times, got to the line 15 times tonight. But in general, making life tough, showing crowds, trying to keep him out of the paint was a priority. Decent job overall, for a heavy paint team. Obviously, the three-point line is where we got dinged.
What do you tell the team then in that case?
I mean, there's still areas for us to be better. I think they're aware of that. But you want to, of course, accentuate the good stuff. As far as game plan, we did what we were supposed to do. There were some coverage mistakes. There were some lapses. Obviously, our transition defense early in the game was a problem. That got progressively better. But to your point, a high-volume offensive rebounding team, we negated that. And a high-paint team took care of that area. But the three-point line is where the game was lost.
You talked about the overhelping and things like that, so I guess was the game plan to not necessarily sag that much off shooters, and it's just kind of lapse of judgment?
No, it's you be in the right spot early, so now it's just a one-way help. But we got caught kind of outside in, on the outside looking in, then trying to get in to get out. You can't do both. So if you're in the right spot early, gives you a chance to make a play on the ball, and be in a coverage position. And then when that ball fires out, there's a sense of urgency to get there, but you can do it. I thought we were at times late, so we were late to get to where we should be, and then tried to make a secondary effort that puts you in a tough spot.
You got off to a really hot start in this game. It felt like your jump shot probably didn't fall as much as you wanted it to tonight. What do you think about your performance overall?
I think I played. I think I gave what I had. The shot didn't fall at all, but I had great looks. My teammates were fighting me. Just the shot wasn't falling. I think if I had more like an average shooting night, we possibly could have won the game. But of course, it's not, all about me. I tried, as I said, to give what I could to the team, even without shooting the ball well. And overall, I'm very happy with how we played, how hard we played, and it's especially hard after a loss. It's easier after a win to have that good energy, but we came out tonight again hungry, knowing that Giannis had a crazy game last time we played them in Milwaukee. Yeah, we put emphasis on trying to stop him. We did a pretty good job as a team. But he's one of the best players in the league. He was making the right plays, hitting his teammates when we were all closing in the paint, and his teammates were making some big shots. And you have to say that this is one of the best teams in the NBA. And with us being short-handed, we put up a great fight. So I think it's important that we keep our heads high that we keep that we just keep working hard, keep improving as a team, and yeah, as I've said some time ago, that we'll get over that hump, and we will all be much. It will all look much more optimistic.
Brad, what's your takeaway from this one, where you guys kind of executed the game plan as it was and still just came up that much short?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's a tough one. That's a tough loss for sure. You know, we competed. We were in the game. Whole game. There's a few plays down the stretch that hurt. You know, they think a couple. It was even me. Grayson out in threes, just over helping a little bit. Even with those, we still had. I mean, we were only down one, tied the game. Like, we were still there. You know, it's just they just made a few more plays than we did offensively down the stretch.
As a leader, do you accentuate the good stuff, or do you not? Are you not able to think about anything else other than we got to start winning some of these?
That's kind of my mindset. Is like, we got to start winning. You know, we can't keep saying, you know, we're moral victories. Like, those don't exist. You know, once February hits, you know, you got to start. We got to start winning. You know, I got to be better at leading, be better at making sure that we understand every game counts. Every game may potentially move us up. You know, we're right there neck and neck with a lot of teams. So every game matters, every possession counts. You know, we got to be locked into that and start winning, like you said. That's definitely the mindset.
What do you think was the problem with the three-point defense tonight?
I think us as players, we were probably so worried about keeping Giannis out of the paint and keeping him from attacking, and you know, that we maybe were helping a little too much. I know I'm guilty of it. I was definitely making sure that, hell, he's going to see bodies. Like, we're going to make him pass, and it's tough because, I mean, they were making them and shooting them with confidence. So, you know, that's always. I mean, we didn't expect Javon to come in and hit 6 threes. I mean, he had an awesome game. He's pulling in transition. It's like a lot of stuff we didn't even see on the scouting report, but he was just out there, you know, playing his game, and a lot of the guys too. Like, they were just shooting lights out, you know, and that's what they do. You know, they surround Giannis with a lot of shooters, allow him to attack, and if you help, he has shooters. But I think our extra effort could have been a little better. And I mean, I don't know, man. They just knocked down some shots.
What happened on the play with Allen where you fell to where you were?
I was going for a rebound, and I landed on his back. I felt like he did a little extra and, like, kind of threw me off him. And, you know, there's neither here nor there. I mean, I understand that he's kind of always just in the wrong place, wrong time, so I'm not going to sit there and go there with Grayson. But, I mean, he competes hard. You know, there's nothing there.
Did that get you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
What have you?
Yeah, it did.
My fault. What have you learned about the right way to approach this time of the year when you're trying to make a playoff push and it's late in the season? I'm sure fatigue, the little injuries here and there are
those don't. I won't say they don't matter, but, you know, those. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's banged up at this time of the year. Everybody has some knickknacks. You know, you got to push through those. You know, you got to really, you know, dive into taking care of our bodies and making sure that we're doing everything necessary to get our rest, recovery, everything, you know, because every game matters. Hell, our schedule's a little weird now. They threw the makeup game in there, so kind of now we got back-to-backs that are just all of a sudden we got a lot of back-to-backs this month. So we just gotta make sure that we're ready to go. You know, there's no complaining about it. You know, we got to go out and get it done.